Hi, I'm Amy Kuschel. I'm a fashion designer. I've been designing for 30 years. I got my start in New York, getting my legs in the ready-to-wear market. And in 1999, my husband and I started our own business, designing and making wedding gowns right here in San Francisco. At the time, there was a need for elevated style that was also affordable. And so we worked to solve that problem with a collection of simple, elegant wedding gowns. So here we are, 20 years later, looking for a new challenge, something exciting and inspiring for our team. So what I've recognized is we're in this situation with a really unhealthy relationship to fashion. We're addicted to fashion, really cheap, fast fashion in particular, and is not serving us, is not serving our planet. We talk a lot about like, oh, the fashion police and what should I wear? Well, the fashion police are nowhere to be found. In fact, the fashion police contribute to this. There's this noise, these endless opportunities to buy clothes, especially of the cheap nature, because I think when we see something cheap, we think, well, wow, that's really exciting. Let's just buy it. And we don't really give a lot of thought to what we're purchasing. So we end up with a closet full of really pretty things, but nothing to wear. So then we purge and we start all over again and again. And what we're doing is we're sending endless amounts of unwanted clothes, actually clothes that are still very useful to someone, but there are just so many of them, they end up in landfill. So we send it to landfill every single day. And this is something that I think most of us don't understand and that we're really not talking about. But purging our closets over and over again is a real big burden on our planet. And it's gotten to a point where there is a critical need for us to really address the way that we're consuming clothes, the way that we're consuming everything for that matter. But I'm just going to stick with clothes because that's what I know best. So when it comes to fashion, I think we've lost sight of what's really important to us. And our values really about what we have in our wardrobe and what we value in each piece that we're purchasing. When I think about my own closet, I think about only favorite things when I shop. I'm looking for pieces that I'm going to wear a lot, great style, things that make me feel really beautiful. So I have a black lace dress that I've worn for years and years and years, and it's one of those dresses that I can dress it up or down. I can wear it to work. I can wear it on vacation. I've worn it to weddings. I've worn it to funerals. I've really worn it a lot, and that's something that I value. I also value the wool coat that I've had for 5 years because it's a really cool shape and it's goes with just about everything, and it's so soft it feels like a sweater. So breaking it down, for me, what I value is great style. Again, pieces that make me feel beautiful because there's a calm in that and there's a confidence in that. And I value quality, so it has to be well made. And especially with natural fibers, because those are the ones that when you're done with something that's been so useful, it's actually going to be compostable. It's going to biodegrade on its own. And I value versatility, again, that it's useful, that it's something I can get a lot of wear out of. So when you shop that way and you sort of really think about things that are less disposable, the goal is lasting happiness in these pieces, right? They can make you feel really good. Don't be ashamed that you feel, really obsessed with fashion, but you've just got to separate out that addiction, because I think what we tend to do is we get inspired by that really cheap price tag when actually it's a temporary pleasure. It's something that is going to end up cluttering our closets and it's going to end up in landfill. And that's what we're trying to avoid here. So we're looking for wellness. And if you know anything about me, you know that I am a wellness junkie. I look to find wellness in all aspects of my life, including my wardrobe, because my goal is less stressed, but also well-dressed. So I do place an importance and a value on style. And that's like number one for me in the wardrobe department. But it's also not such a fleeting, disposable feeling when you have pieces that you value. So here's my commitment to you, is to help you build a more sustainable wardrobe that's stylish and really useful and doesn't kill the planet. So well-dressed is about me as a designer, helping you by creating pieces that are iconic and favorite kind of go-to pieces that are well made that you can wear for years to come. And the less stressed is about creating responsibly and respecting our natural resources, respecting the people who are making the clothes, and respecting you as the user by creating things that are actually useful. So I'm really excited and inspired to do this, but it's something that we need to do together. So this is my call to action. I want you to join the slow fashion movement with me. We have this critical need to change the way that we create clothes and the way that we consume clothes so that we can build a healthier relationship with fashion. I'm really inspired to connect with you authentically, to do this together so that we can slow down, question our impulses before we buy things, and actually shop our values. And when we do that, we can actually wear the change that we want to see in the world. And a lot of businesses are doing this. Some consumers, some of you are probably already out there doing this, and that's great, but there's really not enough of us doing it. So when we do it together, we can start small, but we need to really think big, because when we move in this direction, we can free ourselves from our addiction to fast fashion and all the costs that come along with that. And how I want to do it is obviously by making clothes, but also by sharing our journey with you. So talking to you through social media, through videos like this one, about how we're making clothes more sustainable, our resources, how we're sourcing fabrics, and just the different things, the thought processes that go into making the clothes, because I think that's really inspiring and engaging. And I also want to share tips on how to style things. We'll host styling events so you can really get a sense of how to make the best use of your clothes. And we will also talk about thrifting and fun ways to work with vintage pieces. We'll review ethical products, because there's a lot of really great ones out there on the market. And just a lot of really fun things that I'm excited to share with you. And I hope you're intrigued. And if you are, you can connect with us on social media. So follow us on Instagram and IGTV. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that little notification box so you know when new content is coming out. And you can buy our clothes too, but only if you need them. And I'm really looking forward to doing this together. I hope you'll join us, and thanks for watching.